Welcome to this review of the Maytronics Dolphin M400 pool vacuum. In this video we will take a look at vacuum methods, then an overview of the Dolphin M400. I'll do a time test of the effort required to start and stop the vacuum and to clean the filters. We'll take a look at the app. And if you don't have a robotic vacuum, I hope that you'll be converted after watching. And there may be some bloopers. I think we can all agree the old method of dragging out the hoses and setting up to vacuum manually is a mess. Plus, the very long time to move it over all the pool was very boring. I had a Zodiac Barracuda suction side vacuum. Suction side vacuums were a big improvement, but still had lots of downsides. Plus, a lot of the smaller debris went straight through to the pool filter. Pressure side vacuums were another improvement. I tried a Polaris 280 pressure side vacuum, but my pool pressure was not high enough to operate it. So for me, that wasn't an option. Robotic vacuums are the best. There are lots of brands: Maytronics, Polaris, Pentair, Hayward, Beatbot, Iper, plus a lot more. I think that whichever one that works for you is fine. They are all great time savers, and I find that I use them more often since they're easy to use and take so little time, and the pool stays in excellent condition all of the time. Look at my Dolphin M400. I keep it right here in this covered area year-round. In Texas, we don't cover our pools, so I can vacuum all winter long to keep it clean. Have it right here close enough to the electrical outlet, and the power cable is more than long enough to reach out to the pool and get it clean. Okay, here we have the vacuum. Mine came with this cart. I don't think they all do, but occasionally have special offers with one included. I don't use it very often because I keep it outside under the cover, and when I use the vacuum, I can reach the pool with it still sitting right here. The only times I know I've used it is during a hurricane and the occasional hard freeze you have when I take it inside. It's also handy if you can't lift the heavy vacuum. You could roll it out to the edge of the pool so you don't have to carry it out there. In the back, we have a secure place to put the power supply so it doesn't fall off and break. Extension cord, power cord rather, about 4 or 5 feet long. So if that's not enough, you'll have to use an extension cord. On the front, we have a place to coil up the power to the vacuum. It tends to fall off easily, so I added this Velcro strap just to hold it down tight so it doesn't fall off and get all tangled up. The vacuum itself, there's a filter that you can open up and take out and clean off and return it. There's also one in the back, so we have 2 of those filters. On the bottom side, we have rollers that are replaceable. They move the water towards the 2 slots where all the debris goes up. These also scrub the side of the pool as it's going up a little bit. They are kind of flimsy, so it doesn't do a great job. It does a little bit. Mine came with 2 sets of filters. One is fine, and the other is ultra fine. Basically, you can see the difference by just looking through them. I use the fine very infrequently. The last time was after a hurricane. The pool was full of leaves and debris and garbage, so I scooped it out with a net. Then I used the fine to get the larger debris, and then switched to the ultra fine to get out the smaller debris out of the pool. So next we will take it, load it into the pool, and with a timer to show you how quick and easy it is to get into the pool. This is the start of the time test for putting the vacuum into the pool. Start the counter now. First thing I do is take off the power cord, plug it in, then I take the cord, pick up the vacuum and roll it out. And if it's too heavy, you can always just move the cart over to the pool, but I choose this way. I put mine all the way in the back end of the pool so this cord gets straightened out so it can move better. We get to the end, Just toss it in. Then for me, I come back. I could put the cable in right here. And I generally put it right here in the middle of the spa so that it's equal distance from each edge. And that's it. Timer stop. You can use the power supply to start the Dolphin, but I prefer the app for a couple of reasons. One of which is that you can start the vacuum with it. You get notifications on your phone when it's finished. And it also shows a brief history of your previous runs of the vacuum. So we go into the Dolphin. It connects to the Dolphin, and it comes up to a start screen. Shows your last few cycles and a start button. So to start it, just click the start button. Make sure no swimmers in the pool. Click let's go. And it starts. 0% completed now. Finished at 12:02 p.m. So it runs for about 2.5 hours in a cycle. The other options in the app are the store, which takes you to a broken link on their website for supplies and replacement parts. The weekly is a calendar that you can schedule the vacuum to run on a certain frequency. I choose not to because A, you have to keep the vacuum in the pool all the time to use it. They recommend not keeping it in the pool especially during shocks of the pool. And I just choose to take it out every time because it should prolong the life of the vacuum. You have a manual drive option, which basically lets you remote control the vacuum through the bottom of the pool, which I find pretty useless. Support is your basic online information about the vacuum. History I use occasionally. It shows you the previous runs you've had, and also you can go to any of them and you can see, click more, all the information, how long it ran, how much coverage it had, how much water it filtered, and the estimated distance it ran. And you have settings, which is basically you don't need to use. So that's the app. You may have noticed in the app history I just showed, there were some yellow and red cycles. The yellow ones were the ones I stopped on purpose as I was preparing for this video. The red cycles are because of trash in the vacuum. Once it was cleared, everything was fine. The only issues I've had is once the cycle stopped because I was on a ledge and it thought it was out of the water. Every other time on the ledge, it's never been a problem. And once it was upside down, apparently, after going up the ledge, it rolled down, landed on its top. And a couple of times there were pieces of plastic trash that had blown into the pool and got stuck. That's all in the almost 1.5 years I've had it. Take the vacuum out of the pool. The first thing you do is unplug the power, wrap up the cord, then we grab the cable power to the vacuum just to pull it out of the vacuum out of the pool with, not to lift it out of the pool because you'll damage the cord. So once we get the vacuum to the edge, reach down and grab the vacuum, let some water drain out. Again, then we remove the 2 filters. I'll set them aside for cleaning. And all we do is take the vacuum, place it back on the caddy. We can roll up the cable. It's a 60-foot cable, which is plenty to do most any pool. once it's rolled up, take the Velcro, oops, and we are done. That's it. Next, we'll clean the filters. Okay, the next step is cleaning the filters. We'll open these up, see what we got. Got some junk in here, a little rock, miscellaneous junk. And this one, let's see what we have. Got this. There's our dead frog that was in the bottom of the pool. So to rinse them off, just spray down the little frames. And then we spray the filters down the opposite way the water flows through them. Get all the debris off of them. And once we do these 4 filters, we're good to go. So I could put the filters back together and back into the vacuum, but I prefer to set them down so they have a chance to dry out. So I just lean them up against the vacuum. And then I'll come back in a couple of days or day or so after they're dry, put them back together and back into the vacuum, ready for next time. And now for the timing summary. To get the vacuum in the pool, took 56 seconds. To get the vacuum out of the pool, 1 minute and 54 seconds. To clean the filters, 1 minute and 28 seconds. A total time of 4 minutes and 18 seconds. So less than 5 minutes effort, you can vacuum the pool. That allows you to do it more often, therefore you have a lot cleaner pool. I had a Zodiac Barracuda suction side vacuum. Thanks for watching, and I would love to have your like and subscribe.